Alright, in this section here we're going to be talking about inverse functions. And so we're going to revisit a topic that was discussed earlier, and that was about relations and functions. And that's what we're going to talk about first. So remember, a relation, which I'm just going to label a relation as R. Okay? And a relation is a set of ordered pairs. Alright, so here's an example. For example, I'm going to give a set of ordered pairs here, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, and the list goes on. So maybe you can kind of see the pattern here. I think it's pretty easy to see. So this is known as a relation. It's just a set of ordered pairs. And remember, there was a special kind of relation that we called a function. And that relation, if all our first coordinates are all different, okay, that relation is known as a function. So all the first coordinates must be unique. All right. Now the inverse of this relation, and we're going to label that as R with a little -1 up here. So this is going to be considered the inverse. And all the inverses, we're going to flip both these guys here. We're going to exchange them. So 1 goes there and 0 goes there. All right, and 2, 1, and 3, 2. Dot, 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 going on forever. Okay, so this relation is the inverse of our original relation. And all that means is we're flipping these numbers right here. The first and second coordinates, we're just exchanging them. Okay? Alright, that's all that means. Now, on a more general note, we would say that, for example, we might label R. Now, this is just generally speaking here. So this would be X and this would be Y. Okay, and in this particular case right here, we've got y is equal to x plus 1. So this piece here is really defining our relation. Okay, and then I'm saying that x is an element of n. Now remember what n is. N is the set of natural numbers. Okay, so we're just working with discrete points here. Alright, so in other words, when I plugged 0 in for x right here, we got y became 1, right? Plug 0 in, therefore y is equal to 0 plus 1 is just 1, right? And then we went and plugged 1 in, and then y is 2. See that? And so forth. Well, this particular relation here is a function, okay? This relation is a function, all right? Now what we want to do is we want to be able to find our inverse by looking at this guy right here. So we're going to be given this, and we want to be able to come up with another function down here, right, that describes when I plug 1 in, I get 0 out. When I plug 2 in, I get 1 out. When I plug 3 in, I get 2 out. And so that's really what this discussion is about. And that is how, once we're given our function, how do we find the inverse? And so remember, what happened here is we flipped these guys. Okay, and I'm going to write this out more generally. So our inverse is equal to, we switched these guys around, y and x, right? We switched them around. Okay, and that our ordered pairs was x, y, and I guess I should say actually, or I can just go ahead and say this, our ordered pairs came from R. Okay, R being the relation, not real numbers. This is, R doesn't stand for real numbers here, this stands for relation. Okay, in other words, this set right here. Okay, so x and y comes from this set, and all that we're doing is flipping the first and second coordinates around. That's all we're doing. So you see, that's what we do. Okay.